today on Henry's House Foods, I'm going to show you how to make Filipino barbecue chicken skewers. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so for my recipe I'm going to do it with 2 breast fillets. Now this is equivalent to around 700 grams. Now traditionally chicken thigh is used. I'm not really the biggest fan of chicken thigh, so I prefer using the breast. If you want to use the thigh, go ahead and use the thigh. So the first thing we'll do is give these a good clean up. Make sure they're nice and clean. No bones, sinew, anything like that. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is dice these into small cubes. Just like so. And you want to try and get them all the same size. This will ensure the even cooking time. We definitely don't want raw chicken. Alright, so just like so. So we'll set that to the side for now. Alright guys, so we're going to make the marinade in a bowl before we add the chicken. So the most important ingredient in this is banana ketchup. I'm using the UFC brand. Contrary to what you might be thinking, there's no tomatoes in banana ketchup. They actually make it using bananas. Now if you've ever had Filipino spaghetti, that's that flavour you get. So it's sort of got a more sweet and sourness than standard ketchup. So we'll need about 1 cup of that, and we'll add that straight to our bowl. And you can see from the texture it's more jelly-like. Now to this we're going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Next we'll need some Sprite or some 7-Up or any sort of carbonated lemon beverage. So we'll need about 1/2 cup. And I'll save the rest of it to drink while I make. Next I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar. A 1/4 cup of regular soy sauce. A 1/4 cup of lemon juice. 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic. And I'm just going to add a pinch of salt. We don't need too much because the soy sauce is already salty. Now we're just going to very gently mix this together. Get that nice and combined. I want to get that brown sugar dissolved. And what we're going to do next is add our chicken straight in. Get that nice and mixed in there. We want to get it nice and coated. Just look at that beautiful colour. Now in case you're wondering, yes, the marinade is a bit extra. The reason for that is because we're going to cook the rest of it off and reduce it. So you want to have extra, not too little. So I'm just going to cover this with some cling wrap now. You want to leave it into the fridge for at least an hour. You can leave this overnight for the best results if you like, but it's completely up to you. So I'll come back in an hour. Alright guys, and in the meantime I've just got some bamboo skewers here soaking in cold water. Now if you're using metal skewers you don't need to do this. But we'll just leave those for about say 15-20 minutes. Alright guys, so here comes the fun part. So by this point your bamboo skewers should be nice and soaked, which is what we want. So we'll give our chicken another mix. So make sure everything's well coated. And we're going to begin threading these. Now we're going to put roughly 4 pieces onto each skewer. Just like so. And you want to leave just the smallest gap between each piece like that. And we just want to continue doing that with all our skewers. And at this point we'll start preheating our grill as well. Now you can also pan fry these, you can air fry these. You can put them into the oven if you like. That's completely up to you. Alright, so that's our leftover marinade. So as I said, we're not going to throw that out. And we've got our skewers here, so let's move on. Alright guys, so just into a small saucepan we'll add the rest of our marinade straight in. And I've just got this on a low heat right now. And all we're going to do is let this simmer on a low heat for about 8 to 10 minutes until it thickens up nicely. Guys, make sure you cook this before you eat it, because we did have raw chicken in it. Alright guys, so our sauce has thickened up nicely. So what I'm going to do is add a bit of this into a bowl, and we're going to use that to baste our skewers, and the rest we can serve on the side. Alright guys, so my grill is nice and hot, so let's go ahead and spray some oil on it, so it doesn't stick, without setting the kitchen on fire of course. And we're going to go ahead, add our skewers straight on. So as for the cooking time, this should only take around 6 to 8 minutes. Alright, so I'm just at the 3-minute mark now, so let's go ahead and flip these over. Look at that. So we just need to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on this side too. Now just with a pastry brush, just gonna baste these little. And be generous, that's where all the flavour is. Alright guys, so give the biggest pieces a nice touch. If they're nice and firm, they're cooked and ready to go. So let's go ahead and serve. Alright, and just look at that guys, how beautiful does that look. Alright guys, and that was my take on Filipino barbecue chicken skewers, and you saw how amazing that looks. And I've been waiting to try these for a while now, so... Oh, so good. It's got this beautiful sweetness to it. So guys, variations wise, this is also very popular with pork. I've also done it with beef before and it works just as well. I hope you like that guys, please like, share and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram and TikTok. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.